Whoa! Okay. You're okay, Max. You're safe. On a plane. I hope I did everything right this time. Good work, David. Chloe. Oh, you're alive. Oh, you're alive. I did it. I fixed everything. Wowzer.
No, we're on the plane.
It's so weird to be in between realities. Everything is out of focus and in the distance.
Excuse me, sir. Your phone has to be shut off before this ends. Why? These are FCC rules, sir. Please.
I have to admit, I love being called an artist.
Shut off your phone, sir.
Aw, I haven't seen Hot Dog Man in forever. Chloe and I used to totally play the video game and watch him all the time. When we were innocent.
How the hell am I supposed to figure that out?
The beginning of the end for Jefferson and the Prescotts.
Two Moon Diner? Amid all the environmental chaos in Arcadia Bay, such as the unseasonal snowfall and beached whales, some residents reported seeing two full moons last night around 8 p.m. Witnesses claimed the double moons were clear in the night sky until clouds covered them up shortly after they appeared. No cell phone or video footage has surfaced yet, which has led local meteorologists to believe that imaginations are in overdrive due to the recent eco-havoc. Blackwell Security uncovers bunker and scandal. Acting on a series of tips from David Madsen, head of security at Blackwell Academy, police officers descended Tuesday on a bizarre underground chamber allegedly used by teacher Mark Jefferson and student Nathan Prescott to drug, kidnap, and photograph young women. Although there were no other signs of physical or sexual assault on the victims, the most disturbing revelations have sent shockwaves through the tranquil city of Arcadia Bay. Even Sean Prescott, the most powerful businessman in the area, is under investigation for his role as owner of the farmhouse where the high-tech darkroom studio was located. Continued on next page. Well, at least he got arrested. And the Prescotts got implicated on that too.
We're almost in San Francisco. I'm so stressed, but I'm so excited too.
Nobody calls it Frisco, so please don't.
Please fasten your seat and stow any electronic gear until the plane is on the ground and at the gate. Thank you. We're starting our descent in a few minutes. It's a beautiful day in San Francisco with clear skies and cool 60 degrees. We hope you enjoyed your trip, and we thank you very much for choosing Pacific West Air. Come fly with us anytime.
I don't think so. I'm hoping these airline seats get smaller so I won't have to fly at all anymore.
I bet this is a nice break for Principal Wells. After all the damage control he had to do this week at Blackwell. How did you sleep?
Hope I wasn't snoring out loud, Max.
Just a bit.
It's been a tough week at Blackwell. So I hope you'll forgive me. Between Mr. Jefferson and Prescott's, things have been hectic, to say the least.
I totally get it, Principal Wells.
That's a smart way of telling me to stop whining. We are proud of you for representing Blackwell at the Everyday Heroes contest. I know I'm not exactly the guide you wanted in San Francisco, but we all want you to have a great experience here.
I already am, and we're not even there. Oh, Christ. Another nosebleed? Max, you're not just screwing around with time. San Francisco is so cool. And this gallery is huge.
So is the buffet. If an event skimps on the food, you know it's a bad event.
As long as I don't have to eat any caviar.
This is your day, Max. You can do whatever you want. I hope you take advantage of your status and talk to as many influential people here as possible. Work the room.
I don't know. I feel so weird, like I'm a little kid hanging with the adults.
Max, after this week, you are certainly not a little kid anymore. In fact, you're a noteworthy adult being honored by your peers. Now you have to start acting like the photographer you want to be. Hell, I wanted to be in charge of a big school someday. So I started taking charge of things when I was young. Ask my poor classmates. Max, I'm gonna eat up that caviar so you don't have to. Better get in there and start schmoozing. You know, I won't always be here to take charge. But you come talk to me whenever you want.
Come on, Max. After everything that's happened, this should be the least scary thing you've ever done.
I don't know.
Bowser, Max. You did it. Somehow.
I
I
can.
went from the dark room to this gallery. I've been through so many realities in 1 week. Life is weird.
She failed to say the name of the title, as y'all know. Bonus points if any kind of media says the name of the title. But just off by that one word. You know, the funny thing is, I'm pretty sure the developers did that on purpose, like, or the writers, I should say. They had to have done that on purpose, because, you know, it's like, hey, we could have her say
Be
life,
cool, Max.
life is strange,
Smile.
but
Don't say anything.
why don't we kind of like subvert expectations and have her say weird?
Wow, sir. A Danny Lee article.
Huh? I Left My Art in San Francisco by Daniel Lee. Yes, I was born on a BART train, literally. It's a long, amazing story that I won't repeat here. Drinks are required for that one. Here's to Mom. That might explain my obsessive love for the Bay Area and its outpost of artists and dissidents. Despite the rampant gentrification, artists and creators thrive regardless of socioeconomic pressures because that's what they do. Galleries such as the Zeitgeist and Milkovich Fashion have engaged with a diverse community and practiced what some patrons only preach. You know, Max saying that thing like, oh, interacting should be less scarier than, you know, dealing with psychopaths and, you know, deranged people and whatnot. I have to say I relate to that. I would actually rather deal... I think I would actually deal with, like, psychopaths and criminals and murderers and having, like, being in, like, life-threatening situations and have to socialize. Believe me. Like, I'm not kidding. I cannot socialize for shit.
How fun. Yes, Warren would definitely go ape over this show.
Like, I don't know how extroverts do it, cause I just can't.
Holy shit. This flyer was designed just for Chloe. I wonder if I'm ready for the mosh pit. But what would I wear?
Druid Festival. Oh.
I love how much cool art is going on all over the Bay Area. Unlike Arcadia Bay, some mysteries should stay that way. I wonder how it is to live in a submarine like that. It must be really claustrophobic.
Yeah, I feel like it can't be that fun.
The revolution will not be televised.
I think Kendrick Lamar would beg to differ. Art books.
The Zeitgeist Gallery does have a cool history in Frisco. I mean, San Francisco.
You know, oh my god. From what I've heard, I think I've heard people say, I don't know, cuz I'm not from San Francisco. But, you know, I live in the same, you know, state that San Francisco's in. And all I gotta say is, I've heard, yeah, like, people say nobody calls it Frisco. I think from what I've heard, only tourists, basically people who are not from San Francisco, call it that. Because I think everyone who lives in San Francisco calls it San Francisco. I don't know. Maybe if there's a native San Franciscan out there who can tell me otherwise. But I think I have heard a lot of people say that, like, yeah, they don't call it that. In fact, I have been to San Francisco once before, and I don't remember hearing anyone refer to it as such.
I wish I had time to go see those murals here.
Mission murals. Donation box.
I need to drop some serious cash in there. I never thought I'd get to speak to a gallery receptionist about my own work. Nice.
Why, good morning. You must be Max Caulfield. Congratulations for your Everyday Heroes photo. The exhibition is quite impressive, especially with your entry.
Thank you.
There I am, along with all the other winners. I should say artists instead.
Yep, you're an artist now, Max. Huh, I don't know what that's supposed to be.
Not my style, but the neon is a nice representation. Oh shit. Pretentious alert.
Are you Max Caulfield? Bravo on your entry. I'm the art critic for Iris N magazine, and we would love to include you in a piece about future trendsetters in photography. I'll send you the details this week, if that's okay. Congratulations for your piece.
Look at this print. The depth of field, the colors. Look at the bokeh shape. This was definitely shot with a medium format camera using a Leica 35mm lens. You can definitely find out those details. The story of a photo if you know how to look at all the details of a picture.
Oh, this is so interesting, Matthew. I didn't think you knew about all this.
When I was younger, I did a lot of photography studies. Didn't I tell you about it, Emma? I was quite good at it, actually, but I decided to drop photography to do a real paying job. Anyway, it is interesting to be here, and you're lucky to be with me here.
God.
I can share all this with you.
Dad? The label says that this is a print from a disposable camera. What are you talking about?
Yes, of course. I was meaning a Leica disposable camera. Yes, yes. And don't contradict me anyway.
Whatever.
Oh man. Look at the dad trying to be all pretentious. And he got called out for
It's
it.
great to read all these comments. Even the mean ones.
So inspiring. Not as good as last year's show. Totally makes me want to start taking photos. The future of photography starts here. These heroes chose the path of least regret. Least regret. You know what? I can't tell if that's supposed to be a compliment or an insult. A great example of total surveillance. Their 15 minutes are almost up. Of course, John Doe. Of course, that dude signs a John Doe. Thinks this is so nice, inspiring stuff. Stick around.
That one is kind of silly. I would love to have this on a shelf. Someday. I like. Oh, but imagine how much time it takes to make one sculpture.
Well, that was before 3D printing. Now with 3D printing being a thing, I don't think it takes long. But then again, you know, 3D printing is a form of art. You know, so sculpting is still its own. So I guess if we're not counting 3D printing, then yes, sculpting would still take a long time. But I applaud the people who do it. Like, I actually do dabble in art a little bit myself. More of a, I do more like digital art. I just sketch on a tablet. That's what I do.
Aren't you from Blackwell Academy? I wanted to go there, but I didn't get in. They have such a cool program. I bet you're learning a lot.
Yeah, until the teacher got arrested because he was a creep.
How do these galleries afford to rent here?
I assume through donations and through like patrons and whatnot.
I guess I have to get used to the idea of fancy food I don't want to eat.
You don't have to. I mean, as someone who has been in these kinds of situations before, I mean, no one says you have to eat that stuff.
It was cool that Principal Wells came along. He could have canceled our entries after what happened with Jefferson.
Yeah, that's true.
I know it's kind of simple.
So, how are you handling your new fame as a photographer?
I don't feel like a famous photographer yet.
Every journey starts with the first step. I'm only a Blackwell bureaucrat, not an artist. But you've made us proud with the great response to your work so far.
I don't know. I'm just lucky. There's no way I'm a real photographer yet.
Don't sell yourself short, Max.
Maybe I feel guilty for celebrating.
Leave that to me. I should have been more proactive about Kate Marsh and her awful situation. She's strong, and I'm glad she made it out of that hell. Should have put my foot down with Nathan Prescott. Or put my foot in his ass.
Yeah, you're right about that. I mean... But you know what? Jefferson did fool us. Jefferson fooled us. But I should have told you.
I should have told you that Nathan brought a gun to school this week. Maybe things would have been different.
Maybe not. I probably wouldn't have believed that he did. The Prescotts have a way of getting their way, or should I say, had. And Jefferson had such a great reputation. Nobody expected him to be so disturbed. I couldn't believe the police found those sick photos in his dark room. Oh, those poor girls.
At least he's in jail along with Nathan for kidnapping and murder.
And Sean Prescott is now under serious investigation for all his years of corruption. Money and power can only protect you for so long at Arcadia Bay. The irony is that for once, Sean Prescott actually had no clue what was going on with Jefferson. And he even brought him to Blackwell.
Really? I didn't even know that. Man, I wish that were so true. At least in the real world. But, you know, this is a game. Fantasy world. So, yeah, at least in this virtual world, the rich assholes got what they deserved.
I'd like to think there's some karma involved. The Prescotts have had this coming.
I do believe that what goes around comes around. I just hope it's all good for a change.
I'm hoping this is a fresh start, Principal Wells.
Like I said before, you're an adult now, Max. You can call me Ray. Oh, at least for this event. Now, if you'll excuse me, I hear the buffet calling me again.
Ray. I think I'll just stick to Principal Wells.
Young and grunge. He'll think about those days for the rest of his life in prison.
Noted photographer and teacher arrested for homicide and kidnapping. Is that supposed to be Mr. Jefferson? Like, when he was younger? Man, let's speak to the man.
Oh, hey, you're the one who entered the self-portrait. Or actually, do you call it a selfie? Anyway, I was very impressed about how you subverted it to make all of your photo subjects the focus. Oh, very smart.
Thank you. Alright. Oh, okay. So that dude just complimented.
I do not understand
my
art.
thing. These are actually some pretty good, some good art, actually. I mean, I will admit, so I've never understood abstract art because I get it's the whole purpose of it is like abstract, but I don't know, you know, it's kind of like how you see like those art pieces with like the bunch of like paint splatters and like people somehow find meaning behind that. I don't know how. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I definitely, I like wholeheartedly believe that all those people who pretend like, oh yeah, like the artists, I can feel like their pain or like their sadness or something like they have to be pulling that shit out of their ass because there's no way you can get that interpretation through like paint splatters. Like, there's no way. There's no way.
Well, I have to say, this is the best everyday hero show I've seen since it began. All the pictures say a lot about our times. Bravo.
I didn't even notice this photo. That's actually interesting.
I guess everybody is a photographer now.
You know, I will admit, so with photography, right? I'm not gonna diss photographers, but personally, I feel like you would think it would be easy to take like you would think it'd be easy to take photographs and like call it art, but at the same time, like maybe not, because I don't know, with photography, what is it like?
This makes me feel
I think you just kind of have.
I was back in high school.
I don't want to say photography is easy or doesn't require skill because, you know, like obviously it does to some extent, but unlike other forms of art, so like painting, sketching, like sculpting and stuff like that, you know, you actually make something, you know, like with your hands, and it takes a lot of time. Photography, since a lot of the photography is done by just like the camera, which is instant. I don't know, to me, like I feel like it should be easy, but
I can't believe my picture
it also
is in the
isn't,
same room as all these great images.
because yeah, like this person's just posing, and You know, like, all you did was just take a picture. And yet, you know, people are fascinated by it. Like, look at, like this one, right? This is just holding a glass. Or, oh, no, never mind. Okay, or like this one. It's just a picture of a bird feeding its birds. Or its little, like, birdies. You would think it's, I don't know, like, I just find it interesting. Like, I don't know, I'm not really a photographer. So, I don't know. I know they say, like, oh, photographer, if you, to be a good photographer, you have to have a good eye for these things. And, like, you know, maybe it's the angle. And I know probably photographers kind of play a little bit with, like, they edit their photos a little bit, like, in terms of, like, the saturation, the contrast, you know, the blurring and whatnot. But I don't know, I just, it's because, like I said, I like to sketch. So, like, for me, because that takes a lot of time, because, like, I'm doing something with my hands, it requires some skill and discipline. Like, you know, I have no issue with that kind of being. Like, I feel like when I finish my, you know, my drawing, I can feel, like, a little proud of it. But, like, at least with a photo, like, if I take a photo, I don't know, like, it just, because it's instant, because all you gotta do is just kind of, like, find, like, your perfect angle, and, like, you just press a button and then you get your photo. Like, I don't know.
God,
I don't know. Art. I don't know what I'm saying, guys.
I wonder if I can buy these everyday heroes. Sorry, I don't know your name, but I saw your picture in the gallery brochure, and I just wanted to let you know how cool your entry was.
Thank you.
You must be the everyday hero from Blackwell. My name is Lauren Francis, and I run the media department at Detroit School of Visual Arts. I'd love to talk about you being a residency next spring. Don't say anything to Principal Wells yet.
Okay.
Bad exposure, bad framing, bad picture. I could have done this so much better.
Hi, excuse me, you're Max Caulfield, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Sorry to bother you, but my name is Danny Lee, and I'm with the Berkeley People's Herald. I edit their arts section, and I totally dig your work. Now, I know the whole ironic selfie thing is kind of played out, but there's something timeless about your images, so I'd love to set up an appointment or interview with you when you get a chance. Here's my card. So great talking with you, Max.
You too, Danny.
I just saw that look in. I saw the look. Saw the look on Max's face. Like, that's the kind of look I get when people are talking to me. I'm just like, oh yeah. Like, kind of like you don't know what to say. She kind of had that look of like, oh, I don't know what to say.
Excuse me, I just wanted to tell you how much I loved your photograph. I've seen a lot today, but there's something powerful and understated in yours. I can't wait to see much more of your work in the future.
Really? I mean, I get that people like my photo, but I kind of think, like, it can't be as good as some of these other ones. Let's go ahead and...
I always get so inspired
whenever
I come here.
Let's go ahead and sit down before, you know, before we go over to our photo.
Hey, I love your shot. I just wanted to say congratulations, and I hope you get a lot more attention.
This makes me feel so sad. Like I was back in...
Usually these kind of contests, they put me to sleep, but I like how this show is about specific actions, you know, not just abstractions. The Zeitgeist is doing some unique stuff this year.
Yeah, you see what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. Like, I don't know, abstract art, it's just not really my thing. I just don't understand it. Maybe I just don't have the eye for it, but that's what I feel like.
I can't believe I'm in San Francisco. How can I process this after all the death I've seen this week? I wish Chloe was here with me now. Without her, I couldn't have fought Jefferson. And she always pushed me to not be shy about my photos. Even if that feels so trivial after what happened with Rachel and Kate. But for whatever reason, I have this power. I hope I finally used it right.
You know, so I want to say something, and I think I'm probably gonna get like judged. So yeah, I think I'm gonna get judged for my taste in fashion. But so the outfit that Max is wearing right now, I would say that's probably like my favorite outfit that she wears in the entire game. Cause remember I mentioned that like in episode 4, like I really liked her alternate, like her preppy outfit. So that was like I would say that's like my second favorite outfit that she wears in this game. My first would be this one. Even though it really made like the outfit she's wearing now like just looks like a typical artist look. But I don't know, I like it. I mean, am I attracted to artists? Huh, I don't know. But I don't know. I don't know. It's just because it's so different compared to what she wears. Because, you know, all the other outfits is just literally the same thing. It's just like the hoodie with the jeans and the t-shirt. Like, the only difference is like she just kind of changes up the t-shirt. And then the only other exception is like the Rachel outfit that she wears. But, I mean, that one's pretty much very similar. The only difference I think is just she's wearing the flannel, but it's literally like the same, like wearing a flannel instead of a jacket. But I don't know, maybe some of you guys will call me out because maybe like I don't know, maybe you guys think like her other looks look better, but I don't know, I kind of prefer this one.
Hi, and there she is to save the day.
Hi.
You did it, Max. You're a real artist. At least for today.
Hey, are you okay? We lost you there for a second.
Your nose.
I'm okay. Jet lag. High altitude.
Oh, you left the ringer off, idiot. Oh, come on. Please answer.
Max, holy shit, man, your vision. It's true. You saw the tornado. It's coming.
What? Oh no. Chloe, where are you?
I'm so fucking scared. I'm by the beach.
Chloe! Can you hear me? Hello? Hello?
Oh my god. The tornado was real. Oh, I didn't fix shit. Chloe will die. Arcadia Bay is gonna be destroyed. There has to be a way to stop this. For good.
Alright, well, yeah, it looks like the tornado still hit. Whatever, our actions didn't really change anything. Or at least it didn't prevent the storm from happening.
How do these galleries afford to rent here?
No fucking way. Chloe can't die again. I have to save her.
Chloe seems to die a lot.
I do not understand.
How much would you pay for that?
How many times have we gone back in time to save her? Like this is funny.
Excuse me, I'd love to ask you a few questions about your work.
Sorry, but
Yeah, like you actually get interrupted while trying to do this. I always found that funny. Like the game is like.
Oh, you're Max Caulfield, right? Tell me what kind of instant camera you use.
Can we talk later? Thanks. I literally do not have the time to deal with everybody.
Yeah, the game really does this. Like it actually has people interrupt you while you're trying to do this. Did I really lose focus?
Oh, shit. Oh, my head.
What is going on now? It feels like reality is breaking apart. What am I doing to time?
Yeah, actually that makes sense, because think about it. We were in the present.
My previous timeline was so perfect. I'll accept that I need to be in Arcadia Bay, not San Francisco.
Yeah, because what is it? We were in the dark room in the present day. Then we used that photo to go back into the past to like where we were talking to Mr. Jefferson. Then we used the photo in our journal to jump back basically to the beginning of this week, and we changed the we changed time the timeline there.
Max, do not
which
screw
led
up
to
this
a
timeline.
new
You're
timeline
almost done.
in the timeline that we were already in, and now we're going back in time again to when we took this photo from that new timeline. And yeah, you can see why this is getting really like fucked up now.
I just have to make one simple change, so I won't end up in San Francisco. Simple.
Tear the photo. You know what? I think I just realized. Did I hope I didn't screw this up. I think I might have missed that photo. Whatever.
Sorry, San Francisco. Chloe comes first.
So, what? Just because we tore up that photo, everything ends up happening. Like, it undoes literally everything. Because it seems like we're still in the dark room with Mr. Jefferson. So we couldn't have called David and then went to and then
Fuck.
not turned in the photo.
God, no. I'm back here again? I thought I fixed everything.
What did you say, Max?
What? Jefferson should be in jail, not here.
Jesus. It's like you're back in my class. You're still spacing out. It might be cool if you took one of your patented selfies now. The transformation between the old Max and the new Max. Anyway, answer my question, please.
Alright, well, I'm actually going to end it here, guys. I think we made good progress. There's still a bit left for the episode, though. Oh, okay. So I guess journal is burned. So yeah, I'm actually gonna end it here, guys. There still is. I think like we're only a third of the way through the episode. Yeah, I think we're only a third of the way through the episode. Why can't I look at these ones? Yeah, so we're only a third of the way through the episode, I believe. Maybe a little closer to the halfway mark, because I'm just trying to remember. I think there's still a good chunk of the episode left. Yeah. But anyways, so actually before I do end it, because I was trying to pull up the dark room, right? I don't know if you guys remember, but there was that letter or that little note in the dark room in the 4th episode that, you know, that was on the computer, and like Max thought that was a letter to Nathan from his dad. But now that we know it's Mr. Jefferson, like, you actually realize that it was actually Mr. Because remember I was making a big deal about it. I was like, why would his dad be buying him burner phones? So now, because we know, now it makes sense, because you realize it was actually Mr. Jefferson who wrote that to Nathan. That's why he was mentioning, like, if you're gonna talk to me, use your burner phones. And then that also explains why he was like, do not call me, do not yell out my name in public. Like, maybe he was calling him by his first name, and that would be very suspicious, because it's like, why are you calling your teacher by your first name, or by his first name? And then, you know, also him being like, oh, like, I'm trying to pass on all my wisdom and knowledge to you, and either you gotta, like, listen to me, or you just get out. So yeah, knowing that context now, yeah, you realize that letter was actually from Mr. Jefferson. So I wanted to bring that up because I didn't even know that. That was the first time, like, probably wasn't the first time I saw that, but probably the first time I kind of put 2 and 2 together, you know. So I like how, even though this is the 3rd time I'm playing this game, I still get a chance to learn new things. So that's always nice. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna end it here. Before one more thing before I end it though, or before I end this. That sounded weird. That sounded scary. Yeah, I still would like to know what the butterfly effect was, because for that, because yeah, kind of like how Max was really confused right now. How is it that her turning up that photo basically leads to everything that was happening in the original timeline to happen again? You know, I just would have thought, because she tore up the photo, you know, she would still be able to text David about, or she would be able to text David the tip about Mr. Jefferson, and, you know, this alternate timeline that we're living in would still happen. The only difference is, like, Max wouldn't be going to San Francisco. But I guess that just really comes to show you that, you know, time is really fickle, because everything has a butterfly effect. Even one little thing like tearing up your photo can still lead to the same outcome. So yeah, I mean, either way, I don't know if we'll ever get that answer. It'd be nice. I don't know if we do. I don't think so, or else I wouldn't be asking this question. But alright, now I definitely am done. So I will pick this up next time. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and thank you always for watching, and I will see you guys next time.